Well, this has truly been a year for the bizarre when it comes to outdoor recreation in Oregon. I mean, we've done stories on mountain unicycling and squirt boats, and now river surfing, a sport so new to Oregon that only a few people have ever seen it, let alone tried it.
You're feeling the rushing water rip past you. You're feeling the power of the pocket of where you need to stay in the wave. Except it doesn't. You get to be out in the mountains, but you're ripping on a board, so it's a pretty good deal.
Elijah Mack searches for the perfect wave. But he's one of only a handful of adventurous spirits who've turned away from the ocean and brought their surfboards to the river.
We're going with the grain.
Elijah is a barber by trade.
When am I going to go out there river surfing, Alex?
I don't know. I wouldn't mind going one of these times, though.
But his clients get a lot more than a haircut. They quickly learn that his shop is also the headquarters for the World River Surfing Association, an organization he created to promote the sport.
But there's no sharks, at least, huh? At my barbershop, I've got clients who've never surfed in their life and know more about river surfing than 90% of the surfing world.
Elijah discovered the potential for river surfing when he noticed river rapids behaving a lot like the ocean waves he surfed as a kid in California. He figured Northwest rivers must hold hundreds of surfable waves, but the trick was finding them. It's February, and he and a small entourage trudged through the woods to the first river wave he ever surfed in Oregon.
A lot of river waves are going to be inaccessible, so you're going to have to hike. And I like it. I think hiking in adds to the whole adventure dimension of it all. All right, we're almost here. If you look right past the island over on river left, you can see the first rapid. This would be like surfing a 2 to 3 foot mushy day at the beach. It's not epic, but it's not bad, and so it'll be good fun. So, and the water's freezing, 43 degrees or lower. Woo. We are just below Eagle Rock on the McKenzie River. We're out here to river surf at Neal's, which is a really famous play spot for kayakers.
Pro kayakers Josh Matzel and Dave Grove are friends and big supporters of Elijah.
Dude, when Eli comes down, it's great. Everybody gets stoked. Everybody loves watching him.
Man, he's got the heart, he's got the soul, he's got the spirit, and he's got a new sport. It's definitely something to be checked out.
I want to do it. And all of my buddies that kayak are starting to do it. It's gonna grow big.
Stepping into the kayaking community has been a breath of fresh air. They all have been supportive. Every time I go out and ride a new wave, you know, they scream and clap when they first see me ride it. They're really enthused. Being a surfing purist, all I'm looking for is the waves. I don't want to float down the river. I don't want to go over a waterfall. I don't want to do anything except find a perfect wave.
Bringing a surfboard to the river isn't as strange as it appears. Ever since skaters first took surfing to the streets, athletes have borrowed surfboard technology for the mountain, the wind, and the air. At the same time, kayakers modified their boats to act more like surfboards too, allowing them to ride river waves and eventually join surfers in the ocean. So river surfing brings the evolution of board and boat sports full circle. Today, Justin Shapiro, an accomplished ocean surfer, is trying to ride a river wave for the first time.
It's a lot harder than I thought. It's definitely chilly. First 5 minutes in there, your hands go numb and your feet go numb and your face is burning. It's cold, but you know, it's fun.
Right where he's standing, if you can get over into that pile of whitewater, you can stay right there. It won't suck you away, but it's hard to get into the sweet spot and you can't do it. So he's trying to jump from far away and he's landing too close towards us.
It's totally different than surfing in an ocean. I mean, I think it's a little more extreme, and it's like I don't quite know how to explain it. That's for sure.
The main difference between riding a river wave and an ocean wave is that the ocean wave is pushing, the board will stay with you. Riding a river wave, the momentum of the water is actually moving backwards. Another main difference is there's no cute girls in bikinis on the beach.
Unlike the ocean, a stationary wave in the river never ends, so a surfer can ride all day just a few feet from shore. But when you lose it, the consequences can be a little scary, as Elijah found out at the famous Skookumchuck wave in British Columbia.
I founded the World River Surfing Association in 2001, and basically it was just me and a video camera and my equipment to go ride waves.
So he sets out to find and document the biggest and best waves in the Northwest.
There is no guidebook. I'm writing the guidebook by living it.
Catching a river wave for the first time is tricky, as Justin discovers.
Early. I can't get out on it. Just can't get in the pocket to get out there.
Justin's a trooper. He was really giving it his all, and that wave is really difficult to ride.
Elijah says once surfboard manufacturers see the potential for river surfing, they'll begin manufacturing boards designed specifically for river waves, making the sport accessible to everyone.
If Justin had this board out there yesterday, he would have stood up on the wave.
And before long, Elijah hopes to see people surfing rivers from coast to coast.
I don't expect a bunch of surfers to move away from where they live on the ocean to become river surfers. I expect snowboarders and skateboarders and mountain bikers who've never lived by the ocean but always dreamed of surfing to get involved with this sport. River surfing has the potential to take surfing across the world. You don't need to live next to the ocean anymore to be a surfer.
Elijah and fellow water sport enthusiasts have submitted a proposal with the city of Eugene